My audience members today are Drew and Jacinda. Have you ever had to put an ill pet down? Why don't we do the same to our loved ones who are so near death? We have all experienced the loss of a loved one, or had to put a pet who we dearly love down. As a nursing student, I am very interested in what goes on in the medical world, and I have a knowledge base about what they are talking about. There are only 3 states in the United States that allows for physician-assisted suicide. I want to inform you about it and hopefully be able to show you that we should have all 50 states allow for this. Today, I'm going to be talking about the requirements you need to have before you are eligible for physician-assisted suicide, the statistics, and the opinion of the people. There are very strict guidelines before someone is able to go through with physician-assisted suicide. They don't just let anyone do it. According to an article, Physician-Assisted Suicide in the Annals of Internal Medicine, the patient must first request in writing to the physician that they would like them to assist in their death. From there, the physician must review the patient's medical plan and determine if they are physically and psychologically able to go through with physician-assisted suicide. According to an article, physicians should assist in suicide when it's appropriate. Patients must be in a healthy state of mind. If they are having suicidal thoughts, the doctors are not to go through with it. Once the doctors have determined that the patient is terminal and is in a healthy state of mind, they will write a prescription for barbiturates that they must be able to take on their own. Here is an image of what the pills look like. The physicians are not allowed to help the patients to take the pills. Here is an image from an article called Physician-Assisted Suicide, Compassionate Liberation or Murder. It shows all of the guidelines that Oregon physicians must abide by. This is always considered the last resort to physicians. Most of all patients who do request this is in hospice or palliative care. Since this is considered a very last resort, there are few people who do choose to go through with it. The 3 states where physician-assisted suicides is legal are in Oregon, Washington, and Montana. There are few people who have chosen it, but many who have liked the option. Since Oregon was first allowed to assist in the death of patients 8 years ago, only 246 have gone through with it. According to a newspaper article from Human Life Review, doctors have shown to only be present about 19% of the time. According to the same article, 0% of patients have been depressed or impaired mentally before taking the barbiturates. There have only been 13 reported cases where there has been a complication in the process, such as vomiting. According to an article, Physician-Assisted Suicide, Compassionate Liberation or Murder, overall, only about 1 out of 1,000 patients in Oregon asked for physicians to help them assist in their dying. 17% said that they seriously considered it as an option. All patients who go through with physician-assisted suicide are in a clear state of mind and are aware of what's going on to happen as a result. The biggest concern for most patients are their families. Physician-assisted suicide is a very controversial topic for most people. Many believe it's murder, while others see it as a person's right to die. According to an article from the New York Times by Louise Arneson called Weighing the End of Life, many people struggle with putting a beloved family pet to sleep and would never consider doing something like that to a terminally ill family member. She continued to talk about an experience she had with putting her dog to sleep and wondered if maybe she waited too long. Maybe she put the dog through too much pain. Many people who are ill wonder whether all the pain in their little time is worth it, but at least they're able to see their families each and every day. They're able to speak their mind, unlike those beloved pets. In another opinion from WNet.org by Michael H. White, he thinks that all people should have the right to die, just as long as they are competent and terminally ill. He also says that it should be used as a last resort if all other treatment options have been exhausted. which is true according to the guidelines that I have discussed earlier. Many people have opinions about physician-assisted suicide, but taking into consideration all the facts, it's something that many people consider. Only a few states allow for physician-assisted suicide, but with all the precautions taken and the rights of human beings, all states should allow for physician-assisted suicide. Today, I talked about the guidelines physicians take before they are able to allow for a patient to go through with physician-assisted suicide, the statistics of people who go through with it, and the opinions of the people. Imagine someone you dearly love is terminally ill, with not much time left, and in excruciating pain. Is their pain worth going through? Next time there is a vote for whether or not the state should allow for physician-assisted suicide, vote yes.